We do standard detoxification liver profiles because we want to do some liver detoxification if that's what part of your contributing factors are. We look at hormone panels. I look at hormone panels on males and females because hormone panels tell us a lot of the intermediate steps and processes, not just do you not have enough of testosterone. The model of just replacing with testosterone is again missing all of the intermediate steps of why people are having problems. And I can tell you in our society with sugar regulation, we have hormone production problems or hormone regulation problems. So what we look for is to see if the men have low testosterone and females if they have low estrogen or progesterone levels in the females. The symptoms related to these can be decreased hormone levels. Related to these decreased hormone levels can be included in depression, fatigue, mental fogginess, mood swings, hot flashes, sweating attacks, weight gain, decreased physical stamina, libido loss. There's a ton of things that we look at when we look at hormone panels. So I do specific things metabolically to look at you from the panels. Then I turn around and I don't just do replacement nutrition. I do nutrition based on supporting those biochemical pathways so that you can heal yourself and get better faster. On top of that, the next thing I do in my office, that's what I do in this hand. In this hand, I do specific neurological testing and treatment. Through my background in the Carrick Institute, I've learned how to stimulate neurological pathways so that you have a better functioning brain and nervous system. Therefore, you have a better functioning output system. We do oxygen therapy. Remember I talked about fuel and activation for the brain? The first thing I do with people is we do oxygen therapy to get your brain working better. We want to increase the oxygenation to the brain and nervous system. Your brain and nervous system need two things to run properly: regulated fuel, glucose, and oxygen. Fuel and oxygen, and then you take proper neurological activation, and your brain is going to improve in its function. Your neural pathways are going to start improving. So just like we run panels to look at metabolic problems, I look at body systems neurologically when I do my exam so we can find out where your weak areas are and we can work to stimulate and improve you. We use oxygen to help you heal faster. We also use oxygen in conjunction with exercise with oxygen therapy. We have you do an upper body ergometer, a bicycle wheel, while you're doing oxygen therapy. Those complex motor movements drive your cerebellum, drive your brain. Cerebellum feeds forward to your frontal lobes. It feeds to your limbic system, so you feel better, you have better responses. It feeds forward to feelings of well-being. People's depression diminishes. People do much, much better with fuel and activation to the brain. We increase the firing of the brain, and therefore we help many people with neurological and metabolic issues. I do a complete functional neurological brain-based assessment when I look at people to find out if your brain lobes are functioning normally. I do a great exam. People are really amazed when they come in that I pick out these problem areas and we start stimulating you during the exam so I can check the results. I look for your fatigability. I look for the ability for these pathways to respond. I look for your improvements in those areas. And when I treat people, I do the same thing. That way we can make sure we're concentrating and focusing on stimulating the proper pathways. So you have to ask yourself, how has this condition, your thyroid, affected your relationships, family, finances, and other activities? What does it cost you in time, money, happiness, and sleep? Where do you put yourself in the next 1 to 5 years if this problem is not corrected? It's not managed properly. What is it worth to you if we can improve your condition? I'm offering you the ability on this website to come in for free 2 visits. Those 2 free visits are for me to see if I can help you. I only accept cases that I truly feel that I can help, and I accept cases that are truly committed to fixing the problem. So what I want to do without having a big financial obligation is have the opportunity for both of us to sit down and review your case. So you have the opportunity, after answering those questions prior to this, if you want help, then you need to take advantage of these 2 free visits. So here's how it works. You can call our office to schedule an appointment for the free 2 visits, or you can fill out the box below, put in your phone number, and they'll contact you and schedule you. It usually takes 2 weeks to get into our office. However, what we're going to do is we're going to send you health questionnaire forms, what have you done in the past, the type of labs you've done, neurotransmitter assessment forms, metabolic assessment forms, so we can really get a good baseline of what's going on with you. Your responsibility is to get me the papers filled out completely and to get them to my office 48 hours at least before I see you. So that's why it gives you a chance to fill out this paperwork and get everything together. I need to see any blood labs that you've done in the past, recently, kind of see what's going on, how you've been managed. So what we're going to do is once we get those all together and you get them to me, we're going to sit down and do a case review and consultation. The first thing we're going to do is I'm going to look at everything you bring me, and I'm going to do a brain-based functional neurological screening test to see how you respond. The next time we sit down, I'm going to do a case review to see if I can accept you for care. I'm going to map out the direction of care, and I'm going to review your financial obligation to get the care you need. We have ways in our office to make it affordable, but the first thing we have to do is to see if I can accept you for care and if you're a good candidate for this kind of care. So if you're serious, then I encourage you to take advantage of this offer today by, again, calling our office and scheduling. All you have to do is tell them you saw us on this website and you'd like to schedule for your 2 free visits, and we'll mail you your package, or fill out the box below and we will send you the information. We'll get in contact with you and we can see what we can do to help you.